it can't tell if I'm going live. That, and I've got a crazy lab with a cone around his head, jerking this guy. Look at this. This dog just jerks him all over the place. Anyway, so going live, going to do another live stream today. Going to go out to my favorite park, see what we can make happen out there. We shall see what happens. If you're watching, make sure you check in so I know that you're here and I can say hi back to you. This dog really does not like that cone. He's kind of freaking out just a little bit. Who do we got in here? Not a sponsor. First. And hopefully the wind's not too bad, because I really do like this little park here. Man, the wind is pretty crazy here on the Eastern Shore, so you gotta almost kind of have to time it. Hey, his dog's crazy. He's just dragging him around. The dog's just, look. It's got a cone on its head, and its notification just got, audio just got bad. Huh, interesting. I'm not sure why, but okay. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, man? Got a stick. He's got a stick. Hey, dude. What's up, Jim? Good to see you, man. Jim Ketchum. Why does that name ring a bell to me? That name means something to me. I'm not sure why. Anyway, pretty much we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. This is kind of a free-form Friday. We did the live stream this morning. I just finished the video on the Prepper meatloaf. That's going to drop tomorrow. A lot of fun. It took me 2 hours to actually make the meatloaf, and then like another hour to do the video. And it was interesting times making that meat do what I wanted it to. All right, let's see here. We can get this tripod to work properly. There we go. Look what I found. There we go. It's a shame I can't rotate that. We did that before. No relation. Oh, I see. No relation. Gotcha. Well, let's see. What do you guys want to talk about today? Throw something in the chat, and I'll be happy to talk about you. Determined if you are going to get shot with the less lethal. Still haven't decided yet. I think it's all about finding somebody that's willing to do it. I think that's what it's going to come down to. And I really wish I could rotate this a little bit more, but this tripod doesn't allow for that. Looking forward to seeing it. Of course you are, Rose. Of course you are. Hello, how are you from the United States? Ricky, I'm perfect in every way. I'm an American. We're good. Chase, good to see you. Good to see you. Jim says JFK and those must not be named. Oh, yeah. So I was actually watching the the brief today with the president himself, answering questions as usual. I really wish the sun was better. I wish I could tilt my hat up just a little bit more. You can see my eyes. And they asked him about, can you just cut to the chase and just tell us who killed Kennedy? And he was just like, well, and then he just kind of like blah, 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 blah. But he never did. He's like, you're going to have to read it. I'm not doing your homework for you. He said there was another 8,000 pages that were going to get released later today. It's interesting. It's interesting. I mean, I'm willing to less lethal you if you want to come to Ohio. I'm not driving all the way to Ohio just to get shot. That is not something it's like paying somebody to rob you. That is not happening. He supports them. Who killed JFK? Logan. Who did kill JFK? Nobody knows. I don't know. He supports them what? Must be not named. He supports them. Not sure what that means. What else are we going to talk about? I got my coffee. Nose. He supports some nose. Okay, once again, these are words that don't make any sense, Brusif. You're going to have to put them in context or form a complete sentence, something like that. I'll feed you applewood smoked chicken also. Oh, now we're talking about food, man. Oh. Unfortunately, I have plans this weekend, so that, and I've got a lot of people out here that are willing to shoot me just because. Rona says, I hope you're having a great day too. I really do. What are you up to today? Anything good? You're at the beach. Nice. Yeah, it's a little too windy to go to the beach out here on the eastern shore of Virginia. YouTube will not allow me to elaborate. I believe it. Sometimes that happens. It's just like there were 23 people in this room like 12 seconds ago, and now there's only 9. It's YouTube sometimes just some really fickle stuff, Rose says, how much are we paying El Salvador to take the prisoners? No one's really said anything about that. I'm sure that there's some kind of deal worked out, but it's like there's certain things about the government you just don't need to know. It's that easy. Sand building us. Hey, vegan cookies. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I missed you this morning. You're building a sand castle. Are you the guy who builds a sand castle, or the guy to just kick sand castles over? Because I like doing both. Let's see here. Ricky says, how much do you earn there in the United States? I'm a retired Marine, Broseph. I don't really earn a lot. I live under the poverty level. Too big. Hello from Kansas. It's a good sized state. Too big. Vegan, thank you for the 99 cents, bro. Oh, it's gonna let me give you a heart and a like. Everybody give him a like real quick, because he's giving me $1 and I love it. Let's see here. What's really hilarious is I have like an indicator up here on my side that tells, oh, it finally clicked. There you go. It finally clicked. Thanks for, yeah, no problem, dude. You're welcome. It's so off-putting when people say that to service members. It's like, oh, what do I say? Do I say you're welcome, or thank you back, or go, yeah, something, But no, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. You took the time to say something nice to somebody. I think that's actually a pretty good thing. So I always thank them for the support. Got you, Too Big. Got you. And it should be a thing. It should be a thing. I mean, unless you wore a uniform that where people are shooting at you on a daily basis, that kind of thing, then you probably should be saying thank you. Just cause I think it's the right thing to do. For all I don't know what I've done for this country, but I would say I was part of the team that helped it out, that did the stuff, the lean green machine, that kind of thing. What else are we talking about today, guys? Throw something in the chat and we can continue to move on. And let's see here. Stand for the Constitution. Get a salute, Marine. I got you. What's up, Jim? You got her done. More than 99% of other people is what you've done. I mean, that's true to an extent. There has not, believe it or not, there's probably been less than a couple million Marines. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Fast Buck. Hello from Scotland. Nice. I like it. Why is this person stopping in the middle of the road? Oh, they want to play with their phones. Do you like football? If you mean soccer, yes. If you mean like watching American football, kind of. I prefer playing soccer and watching soccer. Football. Go Wrexham. live. Roll Tide. There you go. Okay. I got you, bro. I got you. I'm on the eastern shore of Virginia, so not so much, but I think it's great. If somebody wants to love their team, man, go for it. Have fun. Make it part of your life. Do the good stuffs. That's what I'm saying. All right, so looks like the chat's slowing down, guys. Do me a favor, guys. There's 12 of you in here and only 4 thumbs up. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't think that that's appropriate. I think we should fix that. I love you. I love you too, man. But there's there's so much stuff going on today in our great American country. But it's tricky to go after all those little things and try to stay positive. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to talk about stuff. So Too Big says top 5 things to get as a prepper. Well, my 3 pillars of preparedness are water, food, and security, in that order. If you don't have those things, none of those things to get mean anything. That's basically, it's like the 3 legs of the stool. You know what I'm saying? You're going to fall over without it. Now, as far as water goes, just basically the minimum 1 gallon per person per day for 3 days. That's it, the minimum. Put it in the closet, forget about it for about 6 months anyway. You know, show us the bug out bag. Oh, you saw the short, huh? No, I'm working on a new bug out bag. I'm gonna cut it down because it's summertime. My winter bug out bag is heavy. It's about I want to say it's like 41 pounds. But I like to thrive. I don't like to try and survive because survival sucks. I'll show you mine. Well, unfortunately, I didn't bring it with me to the local park, America. So that's not going to happen, young man. It's not going to happen. I should probably work on that video when I get the chance, Would you say, Ricky, the truth is that I am an American, but I live in Mexico? Oh, I live in Mexico. I got you, bro. Jim says, my battle belt weighs that. Wow, you got a serious ass pack. You got some junk in your trunk, don't you? I've been wanting to rebuild. We used to carry so much gear on our belts back in the day. The general idea is that if you got separated from your gear, which kind of happened a lot, that you would have enough stuff to keep going, to keep the mission going, But it's changed so much with the way that the military runs things. They just don't carry. Every Marine basically had enough gear on him, just on his battle belt, on his battle gear, his douche gear, as we called it. Douche gear, to like sustain himself for like 24 hours. That was the thing, man. I mean, all the way down to matches and cigarettes. We had it in our ass packs. And now they just don't do it that way because their logistic system is I would say it's better. But let's see. Are you carrying anything on your belt? I'm wearing a pair of sweatpants right now. I'm not far from where I live, and so I literally just walked out here. So if I have to get into a combat situation, I'll just have to use my knife hand, or my hammer fist, something like that. What's up, Cindy? Good to see you. Loot drop 4 later. To do things. Too big everything. But we carried, so your standard infantry guy just had two 1-quart canteens, butt pack, 2 ammo pouches. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Some of the guys would put like an e-tool on their belts. They would hang it off their ass packs. I never liked that. And then inside your ass pack, you would have, or a butt pack, you would have your poncho. You would probably have at least 1 chow, if not a bunch of field strip chows. Let's see here. Fire starting materials. What do we got? Ammo stripper, maybe extra ammo. An MRE heater or a heat tab back in the day, dating myself now, and just a few other things. Maybe you had your bayonet on your belt, that kind of stuff, Mag dump pouch on the butt is annoying as hell. Yeah, I mean, mag dump pouch, that's something new. That was something that the Marine Corps was coming into when I was leaving in 2007. That was more gearing up for urban fighting type stuff. No, actually 2005, I think, is when they started playing with that idea. I had one, but, I really, really want to get back to the old school, like recon scout loadout, because we carried a lot of shit on our belts, We it's like you see these newer belts that have, like, they're padded. Hell, we had to take isomats and cut them to the size of our belts, and then, like, 550 cord, like, sew them into the belt, and then, like, wrap them with duct tape. It's amazing. I was watching a video today on some of the Marine Corps putting out some newer commercials, some more motivating commercials, and just looking at the gear that they have today, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Erwin, no problem. Any day, man. Any day. Those days are over for me, though. That is for sure. I need to dye my beard. This is like super. My beard has turned from white or from gray to white to silver. So I think it's time to put some fake color in it. But yeah, I really love the idea of building out one of the old Recon belts, because we had two-quart canteens. We had anywhere from 2 to 4 magazine pouches. Each magazine pouch carried 3 magazines. That's right. And then we had our ass pack, and that thing was just stuffed with every kind of gear you could think about. It was pretty insane. It was a pretty insane loadout, and we put so much gear on the belt that you couldn't buckle the belt. It just hung on you with the straps, with the shoulder harness. It just hung on your body. But that's the way we did it. That's the way we got around. Nobody ever complained except for some blue lieutenant who didn't like the way things looked. That's the way we did it. That's the way we rolled. All right, what else are we going to talk about? What's the next subject for the whole 5 people that are in here right now? Beach gold water filter for me in the sustainment pouch. I gotcha. Yeah, I mean it's different stuff. It's different stuff. I would put my Grail. I would probably try to incorporate my Grail in some way, but that's also meaning that I'm carrying less water, to be honest with you, because I don't think the Grail does 2 quarts. I'd have to go back and look, but I think I'd like to do the Grail. I've got the nesting cup for it. I've actually got a couple of them. I need to give some of them away. I think I'll probably do that during like a members only thing. If you guys aren't aware, that's right, I'm going to do some shameless self-promotion. I give away gear to my members. I'll do it once a month for everybody, but I give away gear to my members. I get approached by companies to either test, show, make a video, something, give an evaluation of their video, of their product, and they send them to me. And sometimes I make videos and they're just junk, and I literally just tell them, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to make a video about your junk. I don't want to say you're a bad company. I don't want to talk down to you, but sorry, no video today. And here's the reason why. And what I'll actually end up doing is kind of like doing like a test video of the gear failing, and then I'll send it to them, and it's like completely invisible to everybody else. Only they can see it. And it is what it is. But sometimes they send me like 2 or 3 of things, right? It's like one for me, one for the video, one to give away for a promotion, and then I give it away people. Give it away to people. So. If you're a member, if you're a part of the YouTube membership, link in the description, I think, go find it someplace, then yeah, you get access to those possibilities. Grail times 2. That's not a bad idea, but I don't know, man. I think it'd be better off just having an extra Grail filter in your butt pack. They're only good for so many gallons, but it's still the best way to do it. Favorite bug out cookie. My favorite bug out cookie. I'm trying to remember what that was. The Gorilla cookies from the MREs. Those are the best. What is your least favorite product? My least favorite product? Trying to think here. I mean, I'm an easy date, man. I'm really an easy date. Do me a favor, guys. If you could, we need to pick up the. It says I only have 4 people in here, and that's just not possible. I'm seeing more people talking in the chat. Do me a favor, throw 1 in the chat if you love your country. America, up there, bro. America, put a 1 in the chat for America. You want to do it. Just do it now. Put a number 1 in the chat. All right. I'm trying to think. My least favorite product. Wow. I have to tell you, from my most recent videos, my least favorite product is the freeze-dry wholesalers, freeze-dried hamburgers. And here's why. I think there's something up. I'm not gonna, like I said, I hate talking about companies, but I know when I'm getting a bad deal. All right, so Cindy's using her icons. That's right, guys. If you were a member, you would have access to that magical set of #1 icons down there. Pum pum pum, America. Anyway, and here's why I think, like right now, they're my least favorite. Okay, So I did that video. It's like 2 or 3 videos back. It's actually a full-length video of versus this company versus this company for freeze-dried hamburgers, right? Because I was like really jazzed about it. I had another YouTuber tell me about how great this company was, and they had this great deal that I even bought in on, right? And so I was like, send me some of them hamburgers. So I bought the hamburgers, right? I paid for this all out of my own pocket. I bought the hamburgers, and then I started looking around because it's like one of the things that I heard this person say was like, this is the only company that has this proprietary method of freeze drying raw meat. And I was like, you know what? That doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right because that's like saying that, hey, I have proprietary rights to the blue sky. You know what I'm saying? I made that myself. It's all mine. TM, it's mine. If you want to use a blue sky in your video, you got to pay me, you know, because I have proprietary rights. And so I'm like, I'm going to call bullshit on this. So I went onto the old frickin' Amazons, and I started looking for these different companies, right? And I talked to some of the followers, and they had told me about some of the companies that they use. And I was like, well, let's look to give this thing the best possibility of working. Let's just find like the least expensive, most unknown company that I can find. So I went out and found one, right? That company is called Forever Foods, and it's almost impossible to get in touch. They like have here's our address. If you want to talk to us, mail us something, right? It's really crazy. Caroline, what's up, young lady? You stay out of trouble. You stay out of trouble, guy. I see you. I see you. Caroline is one of my grandchildren, guys. One of 15 that I know of. Anyway, so and so I found this little company. What did I say it was? Forever Foods. And bottom line up front, highly recommend. Number one, right? So I do the test, and it's so they offer you per weight in ounces. They offer you the least amount of weight by ounces in food, and like someone even told me like, well, you know, when you rehydrate them, they increase in weight. Well, duh, water weight, okay, but that doesn't change anything, okay. They were more expensive by, I want to say, close to $8. And this is for 6 beef patties, right? Uncooked beef patties. They were paper thin. I won't say paper thin. I would say less than half the width of my pinky. That's how thin they were. I don't even know if I could like use that as, they were as thick as the bill of my hat. Not a joke, okay? They cooked weird. They didn't bleed like meat is supposed to under high temperatures. There's a lot of things this thing didn't do. So, and the one thing that really stuck out to me was they were half the calories of this other company, okay? They were half the calories. So if you're talking about food, especially if you're gonna go with freeze-dried food, you want to have the maximum amount of calories that you can get your hands on, right? So why am I paying more for a product that has half the calories, and less, and actually less meat, you know? So it just didn't make any sense to me. I made a video about it. I just finished making another video today about how I turned that meat into the good meat from Forever Foods into the remaining hamburgers. I hydrated those, and then I made meatloaf with it. I actually got a Cindy, was it you, or I always get you and Rose mixed up because your names are different on the Discord, on the members Discord. Was it you that sent me the recipe? Sorry, I was on a call. But you know, it's I changed the recipe. But it was delicious. It was absolutely delicious. Especially I was really surprised about the glaze, the meatloaf glaze, the ketchup meatloaf glaze. It went from tasting like ketchup to being almost like a barbecue sauce. It was absolutely delicious. So anyway, I don't believe in paying more for less. And that's what that company, freeze-dried wholesalers, I saw with their hamburgers. Now I have their other products that I'm sure are going to be fine. I bought a lot of their eggs. I bought a lot of their sausages. It's really hard to screw up eggs and sausages, right? So I'm not overly concerned about it. But I will be looking more into the calories that are inside those foods by serving, because I think if you're gonna be paying for food, you should be getting the nutrition from the food. It shouldn't be like this empty cardboard burger thing. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that answers your question. What other questions do we have? I guess I'm doing a Q&A today. So what other questions do we have? And does this chat even work? Because it hasn't moved for like 3 minutes. Oh my God. Oh, the coffee's so hot. The coffee's so good. There we go. There we go. And for the members, I did, and if you've missed it, I have posted pictures of that food that I made today inside the members Discord. Once again, if you're not a member, I don't know what to tell you. It's really easy to do. You can just sign up down below and you can get on it. Become a Doomsday Prepper and you'll have access to all of it. Deanna, good to see you, young lady. Good to see you. We're out here American. We're out here American it out at the local park. That's actually a monument to, I think it was World War I people that were served from this town. Delicious. I am great, Caroline. I am super duper pooper scooper. Grandpa is in the house and rocking and rolling. You should know this. You should know this. William says, I got to sign off and clean paintbrushes. Peace out. All right, William, you have a great day. Lots of militia down your way. There is supposed to be a militia in this area, but they keep to themselves, and they've actually helped out several times when we had some problems with the Irish gangs in the area. They were actually ended up working with the sheriff's department. But I would say that if they're here, if they're still around, no one knows about it because no one talks about it. First time here, love the flag in the back. Hey, huge tinky winky. That sounds dirty. But welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm actually normally here on the live streams around 9 in the morning, but I figured today it's Friday. Let's have another one. I already made a couple videos today. I did a short today. Yeah, let's have some fun with it. Let's see here. Same up here on the down low. That's how it's supposed to be. Bird Lady Speaks. What's up, young lady? Hopefully you're doing great today. Hopefully you're doing great. There was something about, I was going to talk to you about something. I can't remember exactly what it was. You guys didn't know this Bird Lady Speak actually has her own channel where she does nothing but bird stuff. Not a joke. Just so many birds. You got to go check out her channel when you're done talking to me. And yeah, that's right. Also, we missed you. You know, Bird Lady, if you had talked to me last night, we could have got you on that members Discord. You are technically a member of the members group. So even though somebody gave it to you and it's only good for a month, unless you renew. Murphy, good to see you. Murphy, man, nobody likes Murphy. I bet you get that joke all the time, don't you, man? Shut up, Murphy. Let's see here. Vegan Cookie says honorary members. Kim says, I don't know what that is. This message has been held. Who typed something held for review? Let me see what that is. Murphy, nice pull, no home. I don't know what that means. Let's see. We're gonna hide that because that's. I don't know what that means. I don't know where you're going with that, man. YouTube didn't like what YouTube. Nice poll. I know what you were saying. You're like, nice poll, man. Vegan Cookie. Welcome to Doomsday Prep. Oh my God. Vegan Cookies is now an official member all by her lonesome. All right. So here's what you need to do, Vegan Cookies. I need you to send me an email when you get a chance to contact localprepper@gmail.com. This should have been like relayed to you via your phone, but I'm going to do it verbally. And then I will be able to get you into the Discord. You need to create a Discord account, and then I will send you a link. Well, I'll just send you a link, and it'll say, hey, you don't have a Discord account. And then you can make one, and so on and so forth. Just make sure that you use like your name. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like what you are here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to remember 13 different names for every single person that I know. So Welcome to Doomsday Prepper. You're officially green, girl. You are green. Let's see here. More than just birds, homesteading, beekeeping, gardening, self-sufficiency, and prepping. Growing and raising your own food. I love it. I knew there was a reason why we got along so well. Let's see here. I did, and I am Candle Rose. Gotcha. So Rose is Candle Rose. Yes, I had to deviate from your recipe slightly because there were ingredients that I definitely wanted to put inside of it. And there were ingredients that I didn't have any breadcrumbs. I didn't have any applesauce. I didn't have any of those things. So I ad-libbed. I changed a few things. And honestly, I could probably change a few things too. Like maybe I cook it a little bit longer because your recipe called for an hour and a half and my recipe called for 40 minutes. And so I did it at 40 minutes and it was at the appropriate heat. But did you fight last night? No fighting. I did. We do Thursday night Discord live streams where like the member can like talk to each other and stuff. I love peeps. Hey guys, got the baby. See, this is what America's about right here. There we go. That's what America's about right there. All right, let's see here. Vegan Doomsday LP chat. Oh, Teresa, what's going on? But yeah, I put a message out to. You know what? I'm wondering if when you guys get those free memberships, if they're only like the basic level. Oh, I thought they were like Doomsday level. They are not. Interesting. All right, so Murphy, Lamborghini has new stroller for $5,000. Yeah, I saw that. That's hilarious, man. That's absolutely hilarious. A Lamborghini stroller. How fast does it go? That's a question. That's a question for the times. We got a lot of people walking around here giving me some funny. Oh, speak of the devil. He's like, oh man, is somebody gonna mess my truck up? I hope nobody messes my truck up. There you go, America. All right, you can buy so many cans of Band's bread with that money. I don't know what Band's bread is, and it comes in. Oh, that's right, I forget you can buy canned bread. I just don't do that. They're so ugly. They're unique. That's what's interesting about it. It's a Cybertruck. Badum. Oh, Badum. I got you. So that's the brand, Badum. Yeah, I mean, I've looked into it, but I just like to. I like the ability to make my own bread. You know, I don't get to do it very often, and when I do, I just want it to be delicious. I don't want it to be canned. You know, it's a moving refrigerator. But a really fancy looking one. It's a really fancy looking fridge. Cybertrucks are okay. I think that they just kind of like, because it's so unique, it loses its luster as a truck. Where to buy that? He'll tell you. You could probably buy it online. You can probably buy it at the Amazons, no problem. Just Amazon canned bread. And I bet you can. You can actually make your own. What did they call it? It was like nuclear bread or something like that, where you actually like make the bread in the jar as it is it's being sealed up by the pressure from canning, that kind. Let's see, shipping is $1 million. I believe that. Amazon's not bad though. Amazon's not bad. There's a couple ways around Amazon. One, you can just have an Amazon Prime membership. I have to have one because I'm an Amazon affiliate. But even if you don't, then just order a certain amount and the shipping becomes free anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Crazy vegan. That was a weird icon. I wish I could have saw what that was. Baking bread, yummy homemade bread is top tier. I love the way house smells when baking bread. Yeah, I know. And if it's the good stuff, like Bradley, Mr. Meetings Bradley, that's in the live streams all the time, that man can freaking bake. Murphy, I'm Ketchum. I think it's only like sold in New England, Appalachia area. I gotcha. You can make it in cast iron on a grill as well if you don't have power. There you go. Root Bound Homesteader. YouTube has a good recipe for bread in a jar. I love it. What do we got? Huge Tiki says, Cybertruck probably have a button to order the canned breads. I tell you what, I really do love the idea. I didn't know about their Sentry mode that is catching all these freaking retards, for lack of better. I'm showing my age. That means you're really stupid. Um, um, that are like keying their cars, and then like you can literally, it's hilarious because you can literally set in the car, right, and like go back through your recordings in Sentry mode, and then like switch cameras at a button. And they had this one guy I was talking about this morning on the live stream where this guy, like, it's like looking down the side of the car along the mirror line, and this guy like walks over and he's like it's like he's just walking by, right? And then the guy switches the camera, and the guy walks past him, goes to the truck was parked in front of the guy's house, or in front of his apartment, and he goes in there and unlocks him. So they instantly found this guy. Dumb. Let's see here, Murphy. That's where I am in Maine. Gotcha. Murphy, it's crazy. Those cars have been around since 1912. Well, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, if I owned a Tesla right now, I don't know if I'd be driving it anywhere, because there's so many stupid people. And until they figure out that they're going to get caught, Detroit Electric. Yeah, that's true. But those cars, people didn't want. When the electric cars first came out, there was actually 3 of them that were made, and they were going to put the automotive industry out of business, and all the bigs were very scared of it, and they literally bought the cars and bought the rights. And I mean, there's still 2 of them that are still existing, but there's no way to charge them. So anyway, but yeah, it's until these people realize that they're going to get caught. It's not cool to have a Tesla right now. And it's really funny too, because when we were driving up in through New Jersey and up into New York City this last weekend, those freaking things were everything. It's like how you play punch buggy. It got that way with the Teslas. It was crazy. I want to buy a Cybertruck when I grow up. You already have a car, young lady. And what are you doing on here? Because here's the thing. You're not supposed to be on YouTube unless you're 13 years old. Those is the rules. Don't make me tell your mommy, who probably gave you the damn account anyway. Phyllis Diller said her family had an electric car. I believe it. Like I said, there was like 3 of them that were made. And there were some prominent people that had them. But like I said, it was all about, and you could like just plug it into the wall. But it would take like 2 days to charge. But I mean, they were way ahead of their time. Rose says, seem a lot like the only color Cybertrucks are out there. Well, I've seen, the silvers are the prominent ones, but I've seen them in a satin black. I've seen them in flat black, like that one we just saw. No, that one was silver. And I've also seen them in red. Never wanted a Tesla. Technology terrifies me. I have a problem with any kind of vehicle that I don't have the ability to thumb a ride to get 3 gallons of gas and come back and run, Caroline, fact. Electric cars are bad, especially in winter, because what if it snows? It's going to really be bad. Yeah, absolutely true. Absolutely true. It's really funny, guys. If you knew how old Caroline was, you'd be like, what? What is going on here? Hi. People are like waving to me and stuff. They're just like, hi. Maybe they think that because my camera's facing that way, that I'm like recording them or something. I'm waiting for the cops to show up. It came from my daddy's old phone. Oh, you're being sneaky. Sneaky Caroline. I'm calling your dad as soon as I get done with this live stream. No, I won't. I won't call him, but I'm definitely going to tell him. He needs to be aware of these things. Matter of fact, you probably should tell him when he comes home from work. Let's see here. It's your hat. They're patriotic. I don't know. This is a very, very liberal town that I live in, but the people are all very nice. I I think there's only been a couple of like super loony lefties that have ever like had a conversation with me, but for the most part, I can get along with them as long as they just remember that we breathe the same air and our kids have the same values, and as long as you're trying not to push your radical agenda on me, then we're good to go, man. We can drink beers and have lots of fun. Let's see here. So it looks like the chat moved. Let's see here. I have a funny story about the 2012 Nissan Leaf. Okay, I couldn't get it started. I couldn't get it started. It was started. Oh yeah, you got in it and you couldn't start it because it was already running. I've actually had 2 Priuses and both of them blew up. But yeah, I've done that before too. But with the Prius, if you put your foot on the brake and you push the button to turn it on, it'll turn itself off, unless it's in gear. And the canning Nazi put out so much hate on bread canning. I don't know where that's coming from, Rose. Let me see if I roll up here. Seems like that's the only colors. Okay, Cybertruck. Yeah, it is what it is. Everybody's got that, everybody's, oh, it's not following the regulations. And I think it's funny because some of the recommendations from the FDA on canning, they have actually changed in the last 4 years because they realized that they were just way too stringent. Electric cars in South Dakota don't work. Yeah, exactly. It's just not warm enough. ODS, hey buddy, it's me from the Meetup last weekend, Rich. ODS, I'm trying to, which one is ODS? I'm trying to, channel activity. It won't let me see your actual channel, but good seeing you, bro. Good seeing you. ODS. Oh, I'm trying to remember so hard. What did we talk about? Tell me what we talked about so I can remember who you are. Jim Murphy, it's the pedal on the right. Push it down. He knows I have YouTube. Well, good. Then he won't have a problem when I call him this evening and say, what the hell? Cindy, you keep forgetting Grandpa's here. Cindy says, Amish can sweet breads and pumpkin breads and their sealed jars stored on the shelf. Forgot canning. There you go. The black guy who muck bags. The guy muck bags. I don't know what muck bag is. That is a term I don't understand. Were you the guy that did the video for me when I stood in front of the wall? You just kind of came out of nowhere. Hey man, I'll do it for you. Was that you? ODS. Push button. Good pics. Emails. Email sent. Good to go. I will get you into the Discord as soon as I go back. And expect your phone to blow up. Lafayette, no sound in the Nissan Leafs. Yep, electric cars are pretty quiet. I used to call my Prius was it go-kart meets Star Trek. It was so, yes, that's me. All right, good to go, man. Yeah, we had a good time. If you guys didn't know this, the weekend before last, was it a Wednesday? Well, hell, I can't remember. Up in Richmond, YouTube, they have like this, the Creators Collective, and they invited a bunch of people, select name only, to come and do a meet and greet. Man, they gave us all the alcohol we could drink. They fed us all the fancy food. They had some dude walking around. So, what do you like an hors d'oeuvre, son? It was like Wagyu beef sliders. They really took care of us. Why? I'm not exactly sure yet. But it was a really good time. I met some really, really cool people. ODS was definitely, he's a character, man. He, very, very likable. If you guys get a chance, check out his channel. Rose says, so crazy guys buys a Tesla only to destroy it to make us. Yeah, that's dumb. A top-end Tesla is like $90,000. Crazy. Let's see here. ODS, I'm the resident black person. It's sad but true. Oh my God. I honestly, I don't know, man. Now you're not. Now you've got a homie to hang out with. I don't know. That's hilarious, Bird Lady. Bird Lady's been following me like forever. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Let's see. Bird Law. Got to follow Bird Law. That's a Rick and Morty stuff right there, man. Mother used to make it in a pumpkin squash. That's good. That's some good stuff right there. That's some good stuff. Let's see. What else we got going on here? It looks like the chat is frozen up a little bit there. Come on now. Feed me. Feed me. Gonna drink some coffee. ODS, do I look the same as when you met me? Do I look the same? This is what we call dead air. You guys have either like put your phones down, or you're in the bathroom without your phone, or you're cooking something, or you're driving a car, or if you just wrecked your car, hopefully not, or you're waiting for someone else to say something, or you're rapidly getting carpal tunnel syndrome trying to type something. Which is it? Inquiring minds want to know. America. Let's see, a very educational place to be. Robin the Garden says, Robin the Garden, he's broken his dream. I'm driving. Sentry duty, a pee break. It's acting weird today. I got you, Jim. You know, it'll do that. YouTube does that from time to time, and I also know there's a lag in it. You know, people get like super engaged, and they're just like blah 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 blah, and I'm trying to track it and talk to them, and then all of a sudden it just goes. So that's when I just drink coffee. That's when I drink coffee. Oh, you know what? I forgot. That double blue pill method has really been working. If you guys didn't know about that, I have that during my live stream. I have 2 blue pills. I just take those. I just take these 2 blue pills during the live stream. Makes it all better. There we go. In mechanic shop, working on swapping out torque converter on transmission. You're still working on that van? That's crazy, man. At work, AA roadsides. Oh, nice. I like that. Going back to work on my chicken coop, but listening and laughing. Okay. Mine keeps shrinking 2 to 3 lines of chat. I gotcha. Karen says she's doing her makeup. What? You're not old enough for makeup, young lady. Oh my God, I'm going to be talking to your father tonight. Taking a break from helping. There you go. Double blue pill method. Where's the girlfriend? I don't exactly know, but at a certain point, it's like a guide. It's going to go find her. It's going to go find her. I'm faithful, so it's going to go find her. By the way, they're just breath mints. I put him down here, and I can keep talking forever. It's a YouTuber's trick I just discovered. But I love to tell you, everybody, it's a double blue pill. I don't know, man. I think your freaking heart would explode if you took 2 of those things. That's crazy. That's insane in the membrane. Okay, so what else are we going to talk about? What else are we going to talk about? Otherwise, you know how this works. I will just shut this thing down in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I think we have. What time is it? Man, it's almost time for the girlfriend to be home. I got to go find her. Take 2 pills. We're going to go. Fix this. I got to fix this. What is this thing doing? There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Let's walk back. Oh. We're gonna start walking back to the house from the park. Everybody give it a salute. America. There we go. Push-up challenge. No, we're good, man. I'm retired. Had to pay the mechanic's electric bill yesterday for the hoist to work. Jesus, what? Someone seriously is keeping from getting dry mouth. There you go. And there's a message that's been held for review. We're just going to ignore that one. Now, hold on. Let's take a look. Let's see what it says. Just backwards. Oops is here. What's up, bro? I'm going to show that. It should be popping up, I think. There we go. All right, there we go. Let's see. Dollar Marine push-ups. Oops. Me? Yeah, it's just the YouTube being stupid. Nope. I don't do that stuff anymore. I take a good brisk walk, normally in the mornings, and then I'll go to the gym probably twice a week. But ain't nobody getting no push-ups. You're crazy. You're crazy, girl. That is not happening. Look at this nice neighborhood. Look at this. This is like Mayberry, man. Birds chirping, Got an American flag over there. This is a great little town. Whoop! Look at here. Mama arrived home. I'm calling her right now. I'm calling your mother, young lady. I tell you, YouTube blocks most of them. YouTube doesn't like you, man. You got to stop creating alternate accounts. All right. Well, I think this live stream has ran its course. Looks like America. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Do me a favor, make sure you hit that thumbs up button on the way out the door. It does help. And the Prepper Meatloaf video is going to drop tomorrow around 9 a.m. I might do another video tonight about something. I've got something on my brain. So I might drop another video later tonight. But we'll see what happens. Not worried about it. All right, guys. Is Caroline really? Yes, she is. She's my granddaughter. She's my second oldest son's second daughter. All right, so stay safe. Have a great day, and I shall see you when I see you. Bye-bye.